Welcome back to BK Nothing But Nets podcast. Got a fuller panel today. We got our special guest Pete over at Nets Fans, and also my partner in crime, my co-host as always, Dylan at Nets Press. Big game today, guys. I want to see a win. Guys, let me know if you want the Nets to win today. Like, we're gonna lose 70 games this year, 65 games this year. We're not going to go 0-82. So we're going to win a few games. I want to win tonight. Enough. Do you really want to match like the 0-18 start? I think it was 0-18. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Well, let's start with our special guest. Pete, let everyone know where they can find you. And do you want to win today?
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Netfins, on YouTube and Twitter. And actually, no, because it's a road game, right? If they're going to win, at least let it be at home.
Fair enough.
I don't really have an agreement or disagreement with wanting to lose or like where to get the first one or anything, but I do agree that I would like to lose tonight. I think that I was saying this before. I think that this is one of those games that come lottery night is going to be very important, especially with how shitty Indy is right now and likely will be for the remainder of the year. So just keep solidifying your spot as the worst team in basketball. Keep losing.
Let me ask you a question though, right? Because the Nets are Indy's not good. I don't think Indy's going to make the playoffs. I think the Nets are going to win 14 games. I think we both said 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're only going to get 14 because they're going to get a bunch at the end of the season. Like I think we're going to be like 7-60. It's like it's that bad. How many games do you think Indy's going to win? Like I say 27. Like,
I have them under 20.
Okay, Pete, you want to settle this? Give 24.5 for the Pacers.
Man. I think they're going to be. That's tough. I could see like 21.
Okay, all right. So you guys think they're going to be in contention for the worst record?
100%.
Even at 21, I think the Nets are so much worse than that. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater, and I know a lot of you are going to like it. The Nets are so egregiously. I sat through the 12-70 year, right? Watched every game. This team is clearly worse than that team.
I was going to say, you just have to remember, though, floor of the pick matters. You're now in contention with Utah again, who just lost Walker Kessler for the year.
Yeah.
You've got, shit. Right now, you've got OKC with 2 picks that are projected top 16, and you have Charlotte with 2 projected picks in the top 17. Like, these are... We know how traded picks work. Usually when you trade away a pick and it's projected high, it goes high. Look at our last 2 that we gave to Boston. Look at the one that we gave to Houston. Whenever you trade away a pick, it seems like you're just destined to give somebody a pick that's better than what it's actually supposed to be at. So it would not surprise me if teams like Indy, one of those Charlotte picks, one of those OKC picks, there's just in Boston, like there's just too many teams out there that are already mid-tier, if not contenders, dealing with injuries that they'll give something to. So you might as well solidify being the worst team in basketball. So the worst that you get is 5.
This defense might be like one of the worst defensive
in the history of basketball.
Teams of really, it's that bad. And I didn't think they were going to be that bad. I know the rookies playing would be something that we'd like look forward to. That has not happened, and they're even worse. Like, this is like unreal. This is another 12-70 season, like for real.
I'm with you. That's why I don't think beating Indy is really going to make that. I think Utah's going to be very bad now. It's Utah that we're going to be competing with. Washington's going to win a bunch of games late in the season. I say Washington gets to about 25 wins. We're not going to be competing with the worst record with Washington. I think it's Utah. It's like an Indy, like they're such a well-coached, well-run team. I can't see them being this bad. Like I can't see them being all-time bad. And I think the Nets are all-time bad. So like
right now you have New Orleans, which Atlanta has their pick. You're going to have
right, so New Orleans ain't going to tank. They're going to try to win every night because what the hell they have to lose?
They're 1-7. They're clearly not good enough to win. That's the problem. Do
you want to compare our roster to theirs?
Joe Dumars? He's an idiot.
He's
not
good.
What I mean? Like he's fucking horrible for what he did. It is actually disgraceful what he did. Yeah, right now it is Brooklyn at the top of the list. You got Washington, Indiana, and New Orleans tied at 1 and 6. You've got Dallas, Sacramento at 2 and 5 at the 5 and 6 spots. And then 3 and 5 teams, you have Memphis, Boston, Phoenix, Charlotte, and Orlando, which Orlando's pick is going to Charlotte. You have the Clippers and Jazz at 3 and 4. The Clippers pick is going to OKC as well as the Utah pick. So as of right now, OKC and Charlotte each have 2 lottery picks. And it's only going to get worse, meaning that OKC, Indiana, Boston, and Memphis will likely be your top 4 with Brooklyn at 5. That's how I see it already. Or no, I'm sorry, Dallas instead of Memphis, because we know how the league's rigged.
Well, like, all right, Pete, give me the teams. I don't think New Orleans is going to be any, because New Orleans has no. They have to try to win games. Right?
I mean, when
like,
DeJounte gets back, it should be better. It's just, does DeJounte come back being DeJounte? Like, he's coming off of a torn Achilles, you know? It's not going to be pretty.
Where do you see the Nets, like in the pecking order? Who's competing for the worst record with the Nets? I only see Utah. I think Nets are going to win 12 or 14, and Utah's going to win 17 or 18. And then like there's going to be a sizable jump, 24, 25 wins for everybody else.
I truly think it's Indiana.
I don't think it's Indy. I could see why you would say that, and I could see them tanking because they say, you know what, like, look what happened last year. Obviously, we're not going to be competing this year. Let's get a high pick. Maybe we could trade to get somebody or get lucky in the lottery. I think you got to look at Utah, Washington. I think Utah, Washington, Nets.
I'm going Brooklyn, Indiana, and OKC because of the Utah pick.
I think Washington is going to kind of do what Portland did last year. And down the end of the season, I think they're going to win a bunch of games when other teams are clinched or whatever. I think Washington's going to have a real bad record, but they got a bunch of young players who are going to be playing hard. They're going to get better. And I think like they may be around us for a while, but they're going to want to win games because they're going to want to learn how to win games and learn how to build a winner. And Washington is not good, but they're not egregiously bad either, like the Nets in Utah. They're not.
No, they just got to figure
egregiously
it out.
bad.
Yeah, they just got to figure it out. They have a really solid roster. They're not this bad.
All right, I wanted to ask you, Pete, because I talked to Dylan about this last time, but I didn't really get your take on it. The Nets are disgusting. They're awful. It's unwatchable. Is this what you wanted? Like, I know you were a pro tank guy, and I've always went back and forth. I don't like to use the word tank, but is this what you were hoping for? What we're seeing so far from the Nets?
No, I would like to see the rookies getting a lot more time. Obviously,
I want to get to that. Yeah,
I'm a little upset seeing that Tyrese Martin starting at point guard. You know what I mean? That's a little.
It's literally a crime.
It's like a little befuddling. And you look at the roster. I think the craziest thing is not only are they bad, but the system on offense and defense does not work with the roster talent. It's like, it's wild. We see all the pick and rolls. We see the defense. Having Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas in the starting lineup, you're just going to get abused on defense all night. I don't think it works.
I agree that starting Tyrese Martin at the point when you drafted 3-point guards is a crime in Italy. My mom said, in Sicily, baby, that's a crime. You go to jail for that. You can't start Tyrese Martin and you draft 3. Why are they doing this? Like, what? To me, the Nets are trying to win games by starting Tyrese Martin. You're telling me you're trying to win games, no? Like, you're not trying to develop rookies. You're trying to win. Is that a fair assessment?
Exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Jordy is really trying to win out here. Like, it is wild.
I was fine with that last year, but this year the goal is not to win games. The goal, I think, should be is to give these rookies as many minutes as possible. We got LBL here. LBL, I kind of wanted your thoughts on that. We'll go back to Dylan, and I'll let Dylan cook this decision because I know he's going to feel. But the Nets starting Tyrese Martin over at the point guard, over the 3 rookies. What do you? Three of the rookies have been sent down to the G League. We'll get to that. Assigned to the G League. We'll get to that in a minute. But Tyrese Martin starting. Why are we doing this?
Also, sorry to
Uh,
step in. I don't have my screen open right now, but I was just looking it up. Utah's pick is top 8 protected, so
okay.
they're gonna tank.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
Utah's
tank now. They want the Banster anyway. But you said this decision, I don't see what good could come out of it. I think I think he really wants to win, like I just heard you say on the back end of that conversation. I think that I think Pete just said it. But I think he just wants to win, and he's trying to instill confidence in someone who he thinks might be able to help him win a game here or there. But I'm saying that shouldn't be the priority. The priority is these guys' development. And so, I don't know. We shall see what happens.
Wait,
but
Tyler, didn't
imagine.
we wait 1 second, Gary? Didn't we hear that they were going to throw these kids into the fire, and it's been less than 10 games,
And
and
there's
they're
been no
already
fire.
they're already getting no minutes. Like Nolan Torre, I've been all in on him. I'm looking like an idiot right now. I can understand maybe him not getting minutes, but how do you have a top 10 pick? You have a position that you're putting Tyrese Martin. Demon should be at point guard, no?
Yes.
Like I don't get it.
Well, I wanna comment on that. I'm gonna flip it over to Dylan. Right, to me, the only way I wouldn't play rookies is if I'm looking to compete right away. If I'm looking to win, I'm looking to compete, I'm looking to make the playoffs. Then I would take the rookie and I send him down to the G League where he can play every night. Outside of that, I want the rookie to play. Like I always say this with my fighters, I want to throw him in as tough a fight as possible and watch him sink or swim. Right? Like now is the time to let. And if you think Torre sucks, okay, well let's find out. Let's find out. And if you think Saraf sucks, let's find out. Like let him get as many minutes now as possible, right? And then we can find out what we have sooner rather than later. Unlike like Dariq Whitehead, we never found out what we have. I don't want to do that with these guys, especially when we're not looking to compete. They can get all the minutes they need right now. What are your thoughts on that, Dylan?
I 1000% agree. If you're going to suck, then do it with rookies. Develop them quicker, get them the experience. This isn't difficult. Like the stupidity level of this organization is at an all-time high year after fucking year. Last year you were supposed to tank. You decided to let Jordy prove himself with a mediocre roster. You failed at getting what you needed. You refused to trade up. Now you're playing 5 rookies but not playing them at all. You have one that's a top 10 pick, the first lottery pick in the Brooklyn era, and you refuse to play him more than 20, 25 minutes a night. Why is Tyrese Martin starting? This guy is a G Leaguer. I don't care what a single soul has to say. I don't care about earning your place. He's not good. Get him off my team. That's not
I don't
shade
understand
to
why he's
him,
on the team.
but why the fuck are we wasting time developing players over Tyrese fucking 26-year-old Martin? It's stupidity. I don't
I
think
didn't
there's a
understand
single
why he
fan
was.
that sits here watching a game and says, wow, I can't wait to tune into Yes Network tonight so I can watch Tyrese fucking Martin. Not a single soul says it.
Pete, I want to just bring this to you. The absurdity of saying, I'm going to try to win games, so I'm going to play Tyrese Martin 30 minutes a game and start him. I mean, if that's the situation that you're in, that you're playing Tyrese Martin in attempts to win, it's really bad, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I think everyone is going to agree to that. Everyone and your mama will agree to that. Why not put Ben Saraf at point guard, start him, and like, listen, yes, it's embarrassing when the guy that's covering him is literally giving him all the space in the world. But if this guy is going to be part of your future, he's going to have to figure out how to play through that, right? So why not do that now?
I'm with you. So it's I just wanted to get this right, Dylan, because I haven't kept up like I should. Drake Powell is out the ankle. Yegor is active, and the other 3 rookies were all assigned to the G League, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the only rookie that could play today, and
Is Yegor.
Is Yegor.
Yep.
And here's another question: Kobe Buffkin and Dariq Whitehead got cut, and we kept Tyrese Martin.
And Jalen Wilson. Pure
And Jalen
stupidity. I
Wilson.
said that from the start. I had been saying that since the offseason.
Why? Jalen Wilson and Tyrese Martin are what they are. Like, Jalen Wilson may catch on with another team, potentially, maybe. Tyrese Martin wouldn't. Why not just let him, like, why, like,
And we could have saved about $2 million with cutting Jalen Wilson, because I think we only had to pay 88K of that, if he was
Yeah.
cut before a certain time.
Yeah.
what? Who would you rather see out there, Buffkin and Whitehead, or Martin and Wilson? Does anyone say Martin and Wilson? I'll go around the panel.
No.
Nope.
There's no LBL.
No, that's it. We needed Buffkin. I was actually happy when we got him, because I thought he had some potential, but hey, not on our team.
I thought he was worth a look, like at least a look. Give him 10, 15 games, especially with the point guard position on this roster. It makes no sense. I just don't get it.
I wanted Pete. I'll start with you. The starting lineup today is Tyrese Martin again, Cam Thomas, Terrence Mann, Claxton, and Michael Porter Jr. and Claxton. Give me your thoughts on. I know you want to see the rookies too, but I mean, if you're looking to win, is this the best starting five, or should Jordy do something different?
You know what? I was thinking about this. If you have a situation where you're not going to play the rookies and you have to put in someone at point guard, why not put Cam Thomas at point guard? Like, I understand. Listen, I get it. He's not the most ideal person for the position, but let's see if he could actually play point guard. Let's see it. Like, if he's going to be gone, he's going to be gone. Maybe he plays point guard and you find out something about him. Something gets unlocked. I don't know, man.
Pete, what are your thoughts on this starting lineup? But if you were trying to win games and your goal was to win as many games as possible, not develop your rookies, is this the starting lineup you would use?
No, I put in Zaire Williams.
I mean, I'm sorry, Dylan. Yeah, Pete and Dylan.
You mixed this up again?
Yeah, I did.
Damn it, Gary.
Jesus.
No, my starting five has been the same since the beginning of the year. It should be Yegor, Cam Thomas, Zaire, MPJ, and Claxton.
And is that the lineup you think gives you the best chance to win?
No, I just think it's the best overall lineup that meshes well together. You got three guys out there that are 6'8" and taller. I think that's a really solid rebounding rotation. You have some scoring in there with Thomas, with Zaire, with MPJ. When Yegor starts finding his rhythm, like there's nice qualities in having those guys playing together. If you want the best quality possible, take Cam Thomas out of the rotation and put Terrence Mann in. Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Definitely shore up your defense.
I was going to say, Cam Thomas statistically is killing these guys right now. Zaire Williams, when Cam Thomas is not on the floor, per 100% possessions, is averaging 24 points per game. Yegor averaging 15, 5, and 5 without Cam Thomas on the floor per 100% possessions. So if you want the real fix to this, get rid of Cam Thomas like I've been saying for 2 years. I'm not going to hold back anymore on it. The guy sucks. He's not good at basketball. He's not a winner. I don't care about him anymore. Get him the fuck off my team.
Well, I agree with the second half of that, where I don't care about him. He has no function here. Like we talked about, the easy analogy, like they're already getting divorced. They're just waiting for the paperwork to be finalized. Like go move out, right? Like I'm serious.
Yeah,
like
get out of my house.
He's giving zero effort everywhere.
This is no longer a joint house. This is no
Yeah.
longer a joint bank account. This is no longer your car that I gifted you. It's my car that I gifted myself. Get off my team. I don't
disagree with them. The relationship is done.
Let me ask you a question. If you do get rid of Cam Thomas, right? So
parade inside my city.
Who's going to space out the floor?
Anybody. I don't care who. Because there's no such thing as him spacing the floor. It's him taking 15 dribbles, running back and forth, left and right, and then chucking up a shot. He's just not good at basketball. He's not a winner. He's a sixth man, and that's the problem. He's got this ego on him because he played with guys like KD, like Kyrie, like Harden, and he thinks he's a fucking superstar. The guy's not that good.
I think you're saying he should join the big three, right?
Go do whatever you want. Go do what your heart desires. Do it on somebody else's team, though. You're wasting my fucking time.
I agree, and I like Cam Thomas, and I think he's good. I agree with everything else Dylan said. Like, go do it somewhere else. They don't want him here. It's over with. Like I said, this. Don't even bother bringing him back because whatever you get in return for him the juice isn't worth the squeeze, right? And now I'm at the point where
And so when we say that, you can't even get like a second round pick for him.
I don't want the second round pick. I got more second round picks I can shake a stick. I'd rather him just be gone.
Okay.
Like,
He's reached Ben Simmons
Here,
territory now.
let me pull up the stats for you real quick. Cam Thomas, Yegor Demon with Cam Thomas on the floor, 6.5 points, 5.2 assists, 5.9 rebounds, 2 turnovers, shooting 42.1% from true shooting. That's stats per 75 possessions. Without Cam Thomas, Yegor would average 15.3, 4.5 assists, 5.1 rebounds, and shoot 67.9% for his true shooting. Here's Zaire. For everybody that wants to know, Zaire with Cam Thomas, 17 points, no assists, 3.8 rebounds, shooting 55.8% from true shooting. Without Cam Thomas, he's averaging 24.7 points, 0.8 assists, 5.6 rebounds, and shooting 81.2% true shooting. Advanced numbers don't lie. Do I think Zaire Williams is ever going to average 25 on my team if you give him 35 minutes a night without Cam Thomas on it? No. But is he going to get better looks? Yes. Is his points probably going to go up because there's a better playmaker on the team? Yes. Get Cam Thomas off my team as fast as possible.
Who is going to replace Cam Thomas then?
Throw Terrence Mann in for the year. Nobody cares. There's no such thing as replacing Cam Thomas.
Put Trey in. Put Yegor in. I don't care. Like, I don't. It's not about winning, Pete. Like
the thing is, it's not even that he's mentioning winning though. It's just there's no such thing as replacing Cam Thomas. That's like replacing shit on your shirt with shit on your shoe. There's still shit on you. Nobody cares. Cam Thomas is not a good basketball player.
Hey, listen to this. I haven't seen any of the games yet. Right? And this is what I want to ask.
Shout out to you, LBL. Shout out to you.
Is it
good for the mental health? Keep it going, bro.
Is it true that MPJ and Cam Thomas have been playing no defense?
I was just the effort from Cam Thomas is egregious. There's zero effort on anything other than trying to get a bunch of buckets in garbage time to bring up his points per game. That's all it is. The effort is there's no effort on rebounding.
I see the hate that Slater is getting on that, but it's like, but what about with MPJ? He's not playing hard either. He's not only on offense.
Do you guys, Pete, Dylan, do you guys want to weigh in on
same thing like when we got Mikal Bridges? He's being told to do more offensively. That usually means a decline defensively. I'm not taking anything to heart with it. I don't care about his defense. Yeah.
He already, but he even in the preseason he wasn't given an effort.
No, I mean, it's just surprising. It's just surprising to me because the one thing I thought, we were gonna suck, but I thought everyone was gonna play hard. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the exact opposite. No one is playing hard. This is not last year. Zaire does, right? Shout out Zaire. No one else does. I want to bring my boy Crash Wallace back just to smack these guys around a little bit. Bring my boy Gerald Wallace back. He played hard. But Pete, your thoughts, like the effort from Cam and from Michael Porter Jr. I want to stick to Cam Thomas, though. I mean, does anyone see anything different, Pete, on the abysmal effort given by Cam Thomas on everything other than trying to score a bunch of points in the fourth quarter?
Net starters officially just got announced. Terrence Mann at the point guard, Cam Thomas at the 2, Michael Porter Jr. at the 3, Noah Clowney at the 4, Nick Claxton at the 5.
Okay, let's go, Noah. Right. I like that a lot. I want Noah to get starting minutes. I know with CT and the defense, I just think he's like disenfranchised from this last off season. The breakup is coming. Both parties know. And I just thought this being a contract year, wouldn't you put a little more effort knowing that everyone's going to be looking at you? Kind of surprising.
Because the difference is that there's no more effort for him to put in. He doesn't know how to play the game of basketball. He knows how to go to a court at a park and chuck up shots. That's the game of basketball that he plays in the NBA. He's just not good.
I kind of tend to agree with you in terms of is basketball IQ. It's only two things. You're either just very ignorant as a basketball player or you're just very selfish. You know what I
The
mean?
biggest downfall to Cam Thomas's career was getting drafted to a team with KD and Kyrie. And I love KD, but he is a horrible role model for young players.
I
He
gotta
is
stick
too
up for
selfish of a player.
I gotta stick up for CT over here. Are we not watching? Well, I know LBO. Obviously, you said you didn't watch the games, but like, let's not pretend that. Basically, when we saw Ben Seraph starting, you had Ben Seraph's man and Cam Thomas's man both focused on Cam Thomas. He's going to be the main guy the other teams are going to be looking out for, right? Like, let's not pretend that's not like something we have to talk about also.
I'm just going to debunk your defense immediately, and I'm sorry because you know I love you, Pete. 40.8% from the field in his 7 games this season. He's shooting 35.6% from 3. He has 2.3 turnovers a game, and he only has 2.9 assists per game. The turnover to assist ratio is horrible. His shooting percentages are way below league efficiency. He's just not good.
But now I'm going to debunk that. Check out his numbers of man, what do they call it on NBA.com? It's like shots taken from 0 to 4 feet, and they consider like tight defense and very tight. A lot more of his shots are coming up with very tight. And I guess you could make an argument saying, oh, bad basketball IQ.
I was going to say, let me pull up the post that I retweeted a couple days ago where I have 8 different images of him taking a stupid shot while there's 2 guys wide open. That's called basketball IQ. Learn to pass the ball, Kobe. You can't score them all.
I don't think he cares. I think he's going to put up his shots. He's trying to get 30, and he doesn't care. Like,
so that means he's selfish, right? That means he's selfish.
Like that's what I'm saying. The marriage is ruined. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to play him anymore because he doesn't care about the team, and the team doesn't care about him. So let's just be like this is what I've been saying since the offseason. Don't bring him back. I don't care if you can get 2 second-round picks for him. I don't care. I don't want it. I just want him gone. Let him go somewhere else. I don't understand the qualifying offer at all. You're just saying you didn't want to bring him back. Then don't bring him back. I never understood this. I'm going to trade him. What the hell do you think you're going to get for him? Right? And he has to approve the trade. So he's got you by the balls. It never made any sense. Right? Everyone's like, well, you could trade him. You can trade him. Then trade him tomorrow. What are you getting for him? And now he has to approve the trade. It never made any sense to me what they did with him. They don't want him. Then just say Mark should say I swung and missed at that pick. I completely overdrafted him at 28. He's not that good of a player. I don't want anything to do with him. He should have just said that instead of doing this. This makes no sense.
Hey, if I was him when they try to trade him and you said they need his permission, I'm like, that'll cost you about $4 million extra for me to okay.
This team is such as. Sean Marks has got to go. Does anyone object to that? Like I can't.
No.
I
do not object to that. I agree with that statement.
Let's go.
I endorse that statement.
So, Pete, I want to ask you, Clowney starting. I like Clowney. I'm his biggest fan. I'm rooting for him. He's been hard to watch. It's been painful watching Clowney. Does this get him going, putting him in the starting lineup? And what are your thoughts on starting Clowney?
If you look at his preseason, he had that one really bad game, I think, against Toronto. But like the first 3 games, he was on fire. Like I think he only missed like 2 threes or something like that. He was shooting like 70% from 3, something like that. And it's been a little rough for him. I want to see what we have in this guy. Like there's another guy, young player. How many more years is left on his contract? Are we gonna just let another player walk when we don't see what he's actually could bring? Like,
no, I'm all for giving him minutes. I'm all for starting him. I'm just saying, like, look, we got super high on Clowney based off of about 8 games in the 23-24 season, right? Like that's really all it was. We got super high.
Some of us in the summer league.
Okay,
his first summer league. You know?
But we got high on Jalen Wilson in the summer league too. You know, like let's.
You did?
Well,
We did.
Friend of the program who shall remain nameless said that Jalen Wilson was better than Cam Thomas. I won't mention whose name that was. He's
Wow.
not on the panel right now. I'm not going to mention his name. But I'm saying we got really high off of Clowney on a very small sample size. Last year there was some good and some bad, and this year he's shooting 27% from the field, at 23% from three. His effective field goal percentage is 36.4%. And he's playing 22 minutes a game almost, and he's averaging 4 rebounds, and he has 0 blocks.
Hey, I got a question for you. Is he playing the same way he did under Jordy? Because when he had a different coach, he was playing differently. He was playing like more closer to the basket.
This is why I'm not completely sold on Jordy offensively. The offense, his synergy last year, his synergy tape would have been insane. They tried to use him like peak Klay Thompson, right? Like you just catch the ball and shoot a 3 7 seconds into the shot clock. It's like, okay,
yeah,
you're not that good of a shooter. Let's not.
That was
do that.
ugly. Yeah,
yeah. It was over and over and over. It's like, God dang.
The talent is bad, and the roster does not fit the system on offense or defense. You need a Sabonis type guy on offense, and we don't have that guy. We don't have the Joker to play at the elbow. It's not going to be a Clowney. It's not going to be a Claxton. So, like, why are we running this offense? I understand you want to build a culture, right? And that's Jordy's system. But then you have to get the players so then the offense is at least workable.
Do you have the personnel to make it? I don't think you do. And this was my biggest thing last year was like when you got D'Lo was able to create offense for others, and you could run a big boy offense, right? He's gone this year, right? Do you have the personnel to run a big boy offense, or do you just kind of have to pass the ball around the perimeter and launch a 3? Pete?
They're running the same offense they did last year.
Right.
Maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's personnel. I don't know. I really have no idea. Could this offense get better, right? This is only the first 10 games. I could see them getting a little bit better, but I think we all agree that the personnel is not there for the system.
No. Dylan, would you agree with that?
Yeah, they need my boy back, right? KJ.
We definitely don't need Keon back, but
No,
Dylan, do you agree?
please God, no.
You agree that we just don't have the personnel to run a competent offense? Like it doesn't.
Yeah, no, the team just sucks. We got to get over this. It's too young to be of any form of winning
And you know
impact.
what you just said, the team sucks. That's the thing. None of us mind looking at a team that's sucky if it's young and we know it's going to get better. But come on, not with 26-year-old dudes. Stop.
That's my
You're
point.
not
is
even
you gotta
playing
stop
any of the
doing
rookies. The only
yeah.
one that's eligible to play today is Yegor. It's like I don't understand why we did this. But go ahead, Dylan.
Because Sean Marks is an idiot and Jordy Fernandez is literally a criminal. The guy literally just wants to try and win anything that he can. Get with the program. Your team sucks. Let's keep losing and let's get the best pick possible. Let's just do that. It's a very simplistic answer.
And at the same time, these guys can learn against the pros, man. It's like you can't have them just being like, I was gonna use some female anatomy, but you know what I'm saying. You can't have them being like that.
Here. Yeah, you can
Well,
use that.
okay. Well, I'm saying you don't want them to be pussies. Like, oh, I've never learned how to bring the ball up against NBA players. It's like, yo, this is the time. This is the time to experiment.
Yeah,
and fail and succeed. Yeah, yeah. You're not making them tougher by not playing them or letting them dominate in Long Island. Come on, that's not what they were drafted for.
Throw them out.
That was the case.
And let them doggy paddle for their life. Like, okay.
Yeah, because you know what, and you know what I was gonna say since both. Well, I don't even know if Pete was there, but seeing both of you there at the draft, it's like they owe us to let these guys play. If we freaking sat up there and watched your freaking non-action and then watch who you did draft, you at least owe us to let us see them play, you know?
I agree. Like the fans want to see the rookies. The fans don't want to see nobody wants to see Tyrese Martin and Jalen Wilson playing these minutes. Like nobody.
No. And majority of us are in agreement this year. We just want to tank. But like make it enjoyable. Let us see these rookies.
Don't even use that word. We want to play the rookies. Like I just obviously, if you play the rookies, you're gonna lose every night. It's what it is.
Jordy did such a good job last year with that team that Marks was like, I'm going to make sure there's no way you can coach this team to be like anything less than a bottom 3 team. Like, I think that's what we're seeing.
Is that like Jordy pushing back on him by saying, well, oh, so you're saying fuck me? Well, fuck you. I'm gonna play Tyrese. Is that what's going on?
I think it's a little bit of that. I think this is becoming a dysfunctional family. I really like with Cam Thomas is the rebellious kid who they're trying to kick out of the house, but they can't because he's 17 and the cops keep returning him. I was like, no, you can't kick him out yet. Right? And then mom and dad hate each other. Like Jordy and Sword Walks are mom and dad. They hate each other. They're trying to spite each other. And like it's just it's a whole dysfunctional family.
Well, I'll say this very quickly. I heard from somebody that when Jordy took the job, Mikal Bridges was going to be like the guy, and we were actually going to try to contend. Supposedly, I don't know if that's real or not, but Jordy was thinking, okay, I'm going to have at least some semblance of a roster, and we're going to try to compete. And it became like, actually, no. We're totally rebuilding. So,
yeah, no, he got the rug. He got
that.
the rug pulled out from beneath. He came here trying to compete. He took the job. He did on false pretenses. From what, in my opinion, he took a job where they were going to try to get another borderline all-star player to play with Bridges, and they were going to try to rebuild that way, right? Retool kind of, but they were going to try to win. And then they traded Bridges like 5 minutes after he got here, right?
But look at these other guys that got deals out of tanking or not doing their best. Willie Green. I mean, not Willie Green. One in Utah. What's his name?
Jalen Green.
No, I'm talking about the coach.
Oh,
Will Hardy's the coach in Utah.
Will Hardy. Yeah, he got an extension. He got an
extension.
Chauncey Billups got an extension, and there was another guy that was tanking. He also got an extension. And I'm saying.
Billy Donovan with the Bulls.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, they know if you're part of the program, you're part of the program. And, you can't be putting your ego first. I don't want those many losses. It's like, come on, man. Get with the program.
Dylan, I wanted to change gears real quickly here. We've got a look at Peterson. We got to look at Boozer. Have we gotten a look at Debinski yet? If he has,
yes, I watched that game in full. He looked very.
Give me your thoughts on the 3.
Yeah, by far as of right now, I think Peterson's the best one still. I'm not kidding when I say it. It's quite literally like watching Kobe. He is so fun to watch. I think he is by far the number 1 pick as of right now. Boozer, we were talking about this in the back before. I've never seen somebody struggle and look so bad in my life, but also look so good. Shot 3 of 12 from the field, but finished with 15 points, 13 rebounds, 3 steals. If that's his worst night,
yeah,
that's a really, really good player. Debinski, I did not think that he was going to have such a high IQ in terms of his playmaking, in terms of his energy on both defense, on the boards. He really impressed me. So it's a 3-headed monster this year for sure. It's going to be a very tight but a very fun race to see who is number 1. And I really think it comes down to what team gets number 1. There's a few teams out there that could really use a guard. There's a few teams out there that could really use a Cam Boozer. There's a few teams out there like us who just need best available. So,
hey, Dylan, can I ask you this?
Yeah, what's up?
Can I ask you this? Because I haven't seen any of the college yet. That's what I'm planning on watching mostly. But he's got a better they got a better team at BYU than what Yemen had, right?
Yes, yeah, they got this kid Richie Sanders, who's going to probably be a early to mid-second round pick. They got a pretty solid squad this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Pete, have you got to watch the rookies at all? Any thoughts on the rookies who you'd like to draft?
You mean the college kids?
I also got to watch Caleb Wilson the other night.
He
Oh
wants
my
them
God,
to be. He wants them to be Nets so bad.
Yeah, any of the 3 college kids, or perhaps anybody else. Have you gotten a chance to look at them? I haven't seen DeBanza play yet. I didn't see DeBanza game, but I saw the other 2.
I was gonna say I watched Caleb Wilson. I watched Koa Pete. I watched Chris Sinak Jr. I had 4 screens on at all times that night.
Wow.
It was.
You
It
gotta
was a
show
fun
me how to
experience.
do that,
Koa
bro. You
Pete
gotta
is
show me
good,
how
man.
you do that.
I got you.
All right.
How do you
Pete is
focus
good.
on? Wait. How do you focus with 4 screens?
You gotta you gotta go cross-eyed a little bit. You gotta start throwing your eyes in different directions.
There's gonna be plenty time to focus on the college kids. I'm gonna wait, and I'm listen. We're gonna be watching these games over and over when the season's over, when the next season is over. So I'm gonna save a little bit. But I did see DeBanza. I thought he was really good, really efficient. Also,
Yeah, he finished 9 of 18 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3.
there was like an exhibition game. I think he had better numbers than that, but he looks very smooth. I haven't seen the other guys though.
He is. He reminds me a lot of Tracy McGrady so far.
And that's what I was saying last year at this time, after they made the Ace Bailey comparisons to Tracy McGrady. I said, nah, this kid looks more like T-Mac to
Yeah.
me.
DeBanza is pretty much a better all-around version of Bailey. It's really what he is. More athletic, less stiff,
Stronger,
better defensively, better rebounder, better playmaker, and then I would say similar, if not slightly better offensively.
When do we do our first mock draft, Dylan?
As soon as Fanspo decides to get their head out of their asses, I've reached out to them twice via email. I talked to my guy Tyler Tucker over at No Ceilings. We're trying to figure all this out, but as soon as it drops, we are going to start. I'm excited for it. I've been updating my big board every day. If you guys want to hear what the top 10 is looking like for me right now, I got Peterson at 1, Boozer at 2, DeBanza at 3, Caleb Wilson at 4, Koa Pete at 5, Nate Amen at 6, Tonda Yesafwa at 7, Chris Sinak Jr. at 8, Mikkel Brown at 9, and Jaden Quinnins at 10. So it's gonna be a lot of movement, but we're gonna be doing weekly updates to the big board. So I'm excited.
And we could start mocks as soon as that because I mean we got to talk about something, and it's not the Brooklyn Nets play because that is disgusting. I mean it's November 5th, and like there's nothing left to be said about the Nets season, and unless they start playing the rookies and we can start analyzing that. There's really nothing to talk about with the Nets. I mean, there's nothing. LBL's a lifelong Nets fan. He doesn't even want to watch them. Like, there's nothing to talk about. This is,
Yeah, I've been getting those offers for the $25 tickets, man. But I'm like, man.
Yeah, if they were to make the parking the toll free, sure.
Yeah. But really, also, I got to see what's going on with, what is this plan? So I got to see. And, it's like it's difficult to really root. Like obviously you're rooting for your team, and I want all of the rookies to actually become players. But you can't say, oh, just don't trust your lying eyes or something.
I want to go around the panel. I just want to get because I'm going to wrap this up soon. There's not a ton to talk about. I'll start with you, LBL. Are the Nets going to get off the snide today? Do they get their first win tonight?
Who are we playing?
Indy. 1-6.
Oh,
Indy.
That's right.
LBL, come on, bro.
I'm like, what year is this? Yeah. Well, nah.
We're at Indy.
We're losing.
Yeah.
We're losing.
Okay. Pete,
I unfortunately think we're winning.
I think we're gonna lose.
All right, we're 2-2. We're split. I think they're gonna win. They're not gonna go 0-82, Dylan. Like, why is it unfortunate? Like, they're gonna win some games. Can we just get off the snide, please?
Again, it's gonna come down to some of these teams that you're competing with to be the worst team. This is a team that I think we are competing.
Why do you care if we're 1-8 instead of 0-9? What difference?
Because it's just like I did like everyone's like Garrett. I wanted the Jets to fire Aaron Glenn, and they're like they gotta go 0-17. I don't want to go 0-17.
But I'm saying,
1-16 I can live with. 0-17 I can't live with.
Yeah, but that's official though.
Let's go 0-14 and let's start talking about wins after that. We're halfway
just-
there.
My football season's over. My baseball season ended in the biggest collapse
I forgot to even ask you about that. How did you feel about Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams getting traded? That was crazy.
The Quinn trade's great. We got good value for both trades, right? Like
Yeah.
we got good value.
You got 2 first-round picks this year, 3 first-round picks
Yeah.
in 2027. Yeah, you're in a good spot.
But we don't draft well. So
Exactly.
I
Hey,
would've
hire
done the
Sean
Quinn-
Marks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounds like.
I got mixed feelings on it. Like, it's like, let's say your house is worth $500,000 and someone comes to your house and says, I'll give you $550. That's good value, but I'm not selling my house, so no thanks, right? Like, that's kind of how I felt about Sauce Gardner. It's like, I don't really want to trade him. I got good value for him, so if you wanted to trade him, that's good value. But I just signed him. He hasn't played one game under his new contract yet. It doesn't start till next year. So, like, I was planning on having him here, and he's really good. He's one of the better corners in football. It's easier to keep one of your own guys than sign someone else's. It's okay. Like I would have traded Quinn and I would have kept Sauce. But if you are going to trade Sauce, if that was the decision that was made, then it's a good trade. That's you guys. Anyone?
All right,
have
so
any,
you said 2 and 2, right? 2 of us think we'll
yeah.
win, and 2 of us think we'll lose. All right.
That's really all I got. Does anyone?
Let me ask you
Go ahead.
what record will tighten Jordy's collar?
I don't think there is a record that will tighten his collar. I mean,
You think 0-13, he's still here?
I think Jordy's here for the foreseeable future. I think the more they lose, the happier Marks is going to be. But what I don't think is that this is impressing the NBA. I don't think the NBA is looking at what the Nets are doing and saying, you know what, we're giving you Darren Peterson. Thank you for doing this. This looks really good. I think Darren.
Here's one thing you didn't think of with a Darren Peterson, right? Or AJ DeBonster, right? If we really have this yucky, sick, dumb record, right? And then we were able to get one of those guys, the turnaround would just be like, yo, we might have like a freaking 30-game turnaround or something, or a 25-game turnaround.
Oh.
You heard me? I said, so if we get Peterson,
I mean,
our turnaround next year. Our turnaround next year might be, a plus 25 wins.
I think that's wishful thinking. He's gonna be 18, 19 years old. You think an 18, 19-year-old is gonna win that many games for you?
Well, could be.
I mean, like LeBron James is a freak. Like he came in, no other guy that age, that young comes in that way, right? Like the Nets are going to be bad for a while, and that's why I don't think they're going to get a good player. They'll get the 5th pick in the draft. If they have the worst record in the NBA, they'll get the 5th pick in the draft.
Yeah. I'd say 5th pick is probably Koa Pete, so he's good. But he's not the superstar,
Yeah, the NBA doesn't care that much about Koa Pete, right? They care about Peterson and DeBansa and Boozer. So they're going to put those guys on situations where they think they can win rather quickly. So, like, if sitting through all of this, the last 2 years, if Koa Pete and Yegor is worth it, then it's worth it then. I don't think that it is. I'd rather see him win. I'd rather see him try to compete than sit through this for 2 years and end up with Koa Pete and Yegor.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, we still have to see what Yegor could be. And that's our biggest complaint right now. Play the rookies, because I'd rather know if they're scrubs, if they were, horrible picks, I'd rather know it now, or I'd rather see the potential for them to be better then,
Let me put the question to Dylan.
Yo, I gotta run, boys. Enjoy the game.
All right,
you too, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Let me ask Dylan the question. We sit through this year. We have the worst record in the NBA. We win 12, 14, 15 games. We get the 5th pick in the draft. We get Koa Pete, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Koa Pete and Yegor. That's who we get through our 2 tanking seasons. Is that mission accomplished? Is that goal met?
That's your 2nd and 3rd option. Now you're trading for your 1st. So is it Is it the route that we want to take? No. Of course, you want to find the guy out of the draft, but is it a route you can take? Of course. And with the cap space and the draft capital that we'll have moving into that 2027 offseason, we can find a number one option through the trade market for sure.
Okay. I mean, I hope so. I look at, and I'm not going to comment on Koa Pete until I see him play more college games.
My man. He just put belt to ass on the reigning defending champions and the number 3 ranked team in the nation. He looked phenomenal. That kid is 18 years old, and he is the size of the Rock. It's ridiculous. The dude is huge. Pause.
Guys, I gotta run.
Later, man.
All right.
The dude is just a freak athlete.
He is.
I think he is an all-star caliber version of Aaron Gordon. Like, if you remember how Aaron Gordon was when he came into the league, there was such a high expectation on him. I think that's what Koa Pete is.
Koa Pete can't shoot though, right?
He's got a mid-range. We'll see if he can develop a 3. Yeah, he actually has a really nice mid-range. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how he does in developing that 3 ball. But
and to be fair, a physical freak at 18, I don't expect him to be able to shoot yet, right? Because he hasn't had to, because he just physically dominates over everyone. So, if he can shoot, then that's a huge plus. But I don't expect him to be able to at this early in his development.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I got. I'm wanting to come back with a mock draft, start those real early.
I know. I saw this time last year, I believe it was November 14th or November 19th, that Fanspo finally updated and had the new class. So hopefully it's within the next week or so. But we need something, because I'm fiending for a mock draft right now. I need to at least get a first rounder in.
No, I'm with you. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Dylan, when do you want to come back? This year is going to be tough doing this. This is like, there's literally nothing to talk about. Like, there's nothing to talk. It's so bad. There's nothing to talk about. They're going to let up 130 points tonight. They're probably like, there's just nothing to talk about. But go ahead. What's your schedule for the rest of the week?
Yeah, we'll talk later. We'll figure it out. I don't know exactly yet.
Yeah, I'm busy. I got a fight here. I'm going to in Fort Worth. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else you want to touch on before I wrap this?
No, I think we covered it. I'm gonna call it now. I think we get a Yegor Demon 15+ point game tonight.
I hope so. I just want to see him play. Like, I'd rather see him play 32 minutes than any other thing. Like, what do you want to see tonight? I want to see the only rookie who's eligible to play today. I'd like to see him play at least 30 minutes. I'd like to see him in
breaking news. The NCAA and federal investigators have launched an investigation into gambling in Division I basketball involving at least 30 current and former players, mostly from mid-major programs. Oh, shit.
Interesting. All right, y'all. I'm a wrap.
That mafia's getting everybody.
You got to get them. Yeah. I wonder if my mid-major programs, I wonder if my Hofstra Pride are amongst those.
Could be.
To be invested. Yeah. All right, y'all. November 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all. God bless.
Later.